Is this surge towards the upside the Ethereum bull market starting in its infancy, or are we about to see something absolutely massive take part in cryptocurrency? Let's dive into the video, guys. So guys, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. After getting banned by YouTube yesterday for some sort of fake stuff that actually never even happened, I'm back in, guys. The House of Crypto is ready to go again. So thanks very much for your continued support. What we can see right now is Ethereum having got into a zone down in this green box around $1,000, just over $1,000. We've now seen a nice surge towards the upside, but are things looking a little bit sketchy? Let's dive out and see what's going on. So guys, this green box that we have here, right? Why is this significant? Well, if we look at Ethereum on the, on the 4-hour chart, we can see that last time we got into this area, we did something very significant. So we had like a bit of push and shove, and eventually we dipped down into the last zone for the very last time, and then we aggressively pushed out of it. This showed me that this was likely going to be a buy zone, and likely something that we would return to in the future. And obviously after that dramatic FTX news, which to be fair came at a time when you would have expected it to come, when we were due to have a cool off into this zone anyway, shocking, we can see that we found this bounced out and then we came for a revisit. Okay, so what we're seeing right now is a nice looking revisit into this zone, and what we did within this zone is very important. We came in, we put these wicks in, and look at the buy up that happened in just a single candle. In just a 4-hour candle, we saw a 5% push. That is very significant, guys. That's very telling, because the Ethereum price is now showing some very strong bullish action. Before we look at where Ethereum price could well be headed, I want to show you something that no one else is talking about, and only I ever seem to be talking about it, despite it being the most crucial thing to pay attention to when trading cryptocurrency, particularly now in a bear market, is the DXY, the US dollar index. So in the last few months, 6 months, maybe even a year, we've seen the US dollar index having a field day, pushing towards the upside. If we look at Bitcoin, if we look at Ethereum, the price is measured in dollars. Therefore, if one of those assets is going up, the other must be going down. Same in Forex, same in stocks, everything, guys. When the US dollar is pushing up, everything else is pushing down against it. I hope that makes some very straightforward sense. So if it's a little bit unclear about where crypto is headed right now, all one needs to do is dive into the DXY. The DXY had this nice break towards the downside. If it wasn't for FTX coming in with that horrible news, we would have expected crypto to be pushing very aggressively. Obviously we did have the news. Obviously it's had an impact. But ultimately, we will always return to normal jogging despite what news and whatever happens. Now, what we had here is very significant. When you are in a downtrend and you're looking for day trades, personally for me, I will be looking for pullbacks into a zone because I'm looking for continuation. And this is completely the same, but this up here accounts for what's called liquidity, right? So when you push down, you want to come back up to fill the bags to push down again. But sometimes that liquidity is harder to find. So it will come up a couple of times, 1, 2, 3 times, and then maybe it's difficult to get all liquidity, so the price surges back up through and makes everyone think, hold on, it's going to go this way. And guess what? It goes the other way. So this final little step, and if you're in day trading, guys, this is a very, very nice little indicator. And we get one here showing you where we're going to get a nice reversal. Every time we have these big shove-ups, you get push back down, shove up, push back down, okay? If you want to learn more about how to day trade, then get into my Telegram, guys. Link down below. It's absolutely free Telegram available. We do have a premium one, but just for now, get in that free one. Talk to other people in my community, and I share with you some day trading gold. What we can see happening here is very telling. If the US dollar is continuing to squirt down towards the downside, which I do believe it is, you see we're finding a bit of support here, but we are going to be pushing, then you're going to see a short-term rally coming in for crypto. And because of where we're looking right now, we are going to be breaking into this zone. I do feel that we could be pushing further. And actually, somewhere around here is where I'm looking for the DXY to push. Now, the DXY, obviously, will see a decline of 5% to get there, which you might think, oh, well, does that mean that crypto is going to go up 5%? Well, absolutely not. The DXY, the US dollar, is significantly bigger than crypto. So, for example, when you see Bitcoin fall like 5%, often you'll see like Solana fall 10%, maybe even more. And that's because of the different size in market caps. just imagine how big the market cap of the US dollar is when you compare it to Bitcoin, and you'll know that 5% move in DXY is massive when it comes to things like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we are looking solid if the US dollar continues to decline. And if we jump into Bitcoin, before we jump across and look at that juicy Ethereum chart, we can see some other stuff going on. We broke to the downside on this little rising trend. But guess what? We found ourselves into this nice order block again. Now, am I going long from here? Well, guys, who goes long on a downtrend that looks like this? Not me is the answer if you were unsure. Basically, guys, if it's a downtrend, you're looking to continue with a downtrend. But because we're getting a triple bottom in here, 1, 2, now the third, then we're looking like a potentially great opportunity coming forward. But what I'm looking for, if I'm looking for day trades at this rate, guys, right? That means if I'm looking to use leverage and I'm looking to enter into long in leverage. Now, if I miss that move, what am I waiting for? Well, I'm going to wait for a potential push and a retest of a zone. Now, where would I see a retest of a zone coming in would be somewhere around here. But what I would expect to see if that happens would be a double bottom and a continuation. I don't want to enter on the first side, I want to enter on the second. And if you are subscribed to the channel, when this actually plays out, which I'm pretty confident it will, I'll be able to share with you that content. So make sure you hit that notification bell and smash the like button if you haven't done it already, and I'm going to bring you more value. So guys, wait to see what goes on. In terms of whether or not you should be buying crypto right now. Now, obviously this isn't financial advice. Please, YouTube, don't ban me again because I'm telling them it's not financial advice. So, buying crypto right now. If Bitcoin goes to all-time highs and goes beyond, I can see Bitcoin going to like 150, 200 grand. Now, I'm literally taking a stab in the dark, guys, about what we've seen before. If you believe that Bitcoin can go to 150 grand, then why do you care about trying to buy Bitcoin at like 14 grand rather than 15 grand, or 13 grand rather than 14 grand? Whatever it is, just be happy with the price it's at now. If it gets lower, you've got another fantastic opportunity to buy. I'm not telling you to buy, go and do your own research. If you think that Bitcoin is cheap right now, this time last year it was around 70 grand. Do you think it's cheap to buy it for 15 grand? Let me ask you, if you were going to go and buy your friend or your son or your sister or your whatever a Christmas present right now, and last year you said, oh, I'm not going to get her the new iPhone because the new iPhone's like $1,000, and right now you've got the opportunity to buy the iPhone for $150, would you buy that iPhone, or would you wait for that iPhone to go down to $100? Think about it. Jump across to Ethereum, favorite cryptocurrency, Ethereum, because Ethereum's got great ceiling, guys. Great opportunity with Ethereum this year, right? Ethereum is seeing some similar stuff going down. We saw this big push off. Cool. Ethereum right now, guys, we've seen this nice bounce. Obviously, something to be very cautious of is what we see right this second. And how we react in the coming hours is going to be a very key indicator for Ethereum. Because Ethereum previously was here. This area of what? 1160, $1,170 is significant for Ethereum. In the past was previous lines of support, which flip into, guess what? Resistance. So we've got to be very cautious of what happens in this area. But if we're rejected here and we squeeze down towards the downside, then everyone's going to panic. But what we realistically want to be seeing is a continuation. I still believe that this is a short squeeze. What I mean by that, guys, is when the big money want to start moving the price, before they move in this direction, they'll always go in the opposite direction. Lo and behold, this. Lo and behold, this. Okay? But what we've seen here is significant. And this was the other side. What we're seeing right now is very significant. For the purists out there who love a dirty drop, guys, this was a dirty drop. And then we've seen a nice push back up. We are seeing a bit of a struggle to get back. What we really want to see is a push and something like this. And remember, if we're looking to day trade it, then we're jumping in on maybe the second bite of the cherry. But if you're again wondering whether or not this is a good price to be buying Ethereum at, stop trying to call the bottom. Warren Buffett, who has made like $63 billion in trading, specifically not crypto markets, but in trading, and all charts pretty much do the same, doesn't try and buy the bottom. He tries to buy near the bottom because he knows that he can't buy the bottom every time accurately. because no one can. No one knows exactly where it's going to stop. But all you need to know is it cheap now? If it's cheap now and I want to be in crypto, then I buy now. If you think that you're going to buy crypto right now for like $1,000 and then you hope that in the next like few weeks it's going to go to like $4,000, I really very much doubt that you can get that successful. That sort of stuff you do in bull markets. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but trying to pick the bottom of like a year-long bear market if you know nothing about trading or crypto, you're not going to do it. So just be happy with the price you pay for it right now. In my opinion, do your own research. But at the same time, like it's the same time, if you bought Bitcoin at 30 grand, it went up to like 70 and you didn't sell and you got stuck in it, well, that's because you didn't know where the top was. So how would you know where the bottom is if you didn't know where the top was? I'm not being mean, guys. I'm just telling you right now. If you want to be buying crypto and you want to be in crypto for like a year or 2 years, then you're probably going to make money on it. No guarantee. That's not financial advice. Sorry, YouTube. I'll shut up. But carry on, guys. However, let's pay attention to what is really happening. If we're seeing this bounce here and we're seeing successful, juicy bounces, then we're going to come towards the top of this pattern at some point, some stage. Whether that happens in a direct straight line like that, in which case, even if it does, we could still see further capitulation, which would mean that, you know, into next year, we're not going to see anything going on. But what we're looking at in the immediate short term is a push to potentially 1474 from current prices. You know, that's looking at like 26% push. 26% is like what people make in years and years in the stock market. Right now, you're looking at a downside potential, guys, to perhaps this green zone. Absolute worst case, I believe, is this green zone. Could be wrong. You're looking at 33%. Upside potential to all-time highs, 346. To my anticipated target on the next bull market, 531%. That's because of a Fibonacci retracement from swing high down to swing low, 1.618. Plus this trend, guys. So anticipating sometime in the summer, maybe a bit later next year, to be heading up. Finding an Ethereum of like 7,600, maybe more, maybe less. Could be wrong, but I think the upside potential against the risk is fantastic. If you want to learn more about day trading, get involved in my communities. Link down below in the Telegram. I'd appreciate also, guys, hitting that like button, subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.